know that Steve has a male infertility factor already due to his cancer. So we said we really just don't even know how to get the ball rolling and where to start. We did intrauterine insemination, and I went for that. I'd never been through that process before. They do the insem and we wait, and nothing. I'm not pregnant.
It's like 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah, three more, and yet again, no pregnancies.
The dilemma now facing the Sulkins is that after a year of trying, with 8 failed attempts behind them, Leah's body has produced so many eggs that a decision to proceed could produce multiples, but a decision not to proceed could mean they'd miss their chance to make a baby.
We had a go, no-go decision.
And I just was not feeling pregnant, so I started to get a little disappointed and a little depressed.
I thought that just, what's the word again? Crazy people do IVF. It's experimental, extreme, and
Yeah.
maybe Hollywood stars do it, or people with lots of money, or you know, it's futuristic, you know, and that, you know, you only do that if you're, you know, really have a serious infertility issue.
I don't think it's really commonly known that there have actually been over 3 million IVF babies born since the first IVF baby, Louise Brown, was born back in 1978. But the basic IVF procedures, where we're fertilizing an egg in the laboratory, I think now that it's been around for 30 years, is no longer experimental.
Since the day I met Kathy, years and years ago, one of the things she's always said was that I am put on this earth to be a mother.
It seemed like every single person was either, you know, accidentally got pregnant or it was a surprise.
My mother was saying if it was meant to be, it'll be. And I kept thinking, well, if it was meant to be, I wouldn't be doing this.
And when I got those results from my sperm count, it was actually very devastating. Very devastating.
My mom always says, God only gives you as much as you can handle. And even though you think you can't, that's the test that you get put through.
And I remember chasing her around the hotel room with the shots and her crying, saying, I'm not gonna do this, I'm not gonna do this.
The doctor's given us a checklist. Let's go down it, follow it accurately, and if we do everything we're asked to do,
it might work.
We ended up with a good dozen embryos.
And I heard him say 33.
We could have, you know, 22 kids if we want right now.
We ended up with a lot of eggs that went to, or embryos that went to blastocyst.
We're gonna put 25 in storage and transfer 2.
The chance of having 6 embryos implant and give birth to 6 babies was extremely unlikely.
Well, they asked us,
They
what
did.
would you do if you had triplets? And I tell you, I still can't give you the answer.
Part of it is getting pregnant, staying pregnant.
I think it was one night I just started bleeding uncontrollably, and I was just in so much pain.
And she said, but you sound upset. And I said, well, I'm bleeding. She said, you meet me at the clinic.
I said, we need to go to the hospital right now.
It all happens so fast. Like, it seems it's all this preparation, and then all of a sudden.
I said, oh my God, where are the heartbeats?
prior to that, this was all theory. You know, on paper we're doing this, chemically this is happening. And then when that happens, it's really, you know, it's the big leagues.
What do you think about what Mommy and Daddy did to get you? Is it cool?
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, we did it because we love you so much. We really wanted you, really hard.